I am Bria, and I was thinking, what is it like to be a washed up YouTuber? And then it just had me thinking, I might as well just talk about it, because it's like the weirdest sensation to go from such extremes. And I just kind of wanted to talk about it. I started a YouTube channel with my ex-wife, Chrissy. That's 13 years ago. Had no idea we'd become successful. It wasn't ever planned. I don't think people even knew what being a YouTuber was. We didn't know we were going to become YouTubers, but the views kept coming, the likes kept happening, the comments were going, and next thing we knew, we were YouTubers. And God, that high is like nothing you can ever describe to anyone unless you've experienced it, because it happens so fast, and the amount of people that can consume your content and see you is just more than you can actually fathom. You see numbers, but you have no idea what those people, what it feels like, until you go into, like, I don't know, an arena and you're like, oh, this is 30,000 people, and you're like, I got that in one video in one day. And then all of a sudden it puts it kind of in perspective, right? You talk about things and you have no idea if people are actually gonna like relate to it. And then all of a sudden you're getting thousands of people relating to it. And then your Facebook comments and messages are coming through, and then you're getting handwritten letters and you're changing people's lives. And then people are relying on you for emotional support, and you don't even know them. And next thing you know, you're handwriting letters back to people, and you're meeting these people. And when I was a kid, I always wanted to be famous. I wanted to be a singer or a singer-songwriter or on Broadway. And the fact that in some way, in some form, I got to have my voice heard and be heard by so many people and get to make so many changes. And we got to do it, make changes outside of YouTube. Like when we helped change laws for the revenge porn, we got to make documentaries and get interviewed by news and all these other really cool things. You get to travel the world and get opportunities that it feels like I lived some sort of crazy dream, because it happened so quickly. The success happened so quickly. And then it was the constant, let's feed the beast, right? You gotta feed the beast. Next thing you know, we're putting out 8 videos a week, like 7 vlogs, 1 main channel video. And it was all we did was to try to chase the high, chase the views, chase the success. What do we do if we lose these 15 minutes? What do we do once we're not successful anymore? And it's exhausting and overwhelming and exhilarating and intoxicating and every other emotion. And to have it just suddenly come to a complete halt when there were some things that we were working on that I don't even think we talked about. We were working on a TV show. They were going to document our life. It was going to be scripted, like actors and actresses were going to be playing parts of our lives. To have it all taken away so quickly is really humbling. We used to go places and very rarely did not get recognized. It does this really weird thing to your head. When you think people are watching you, it almost sounds like I have a mental disorder. When you think people are watching you, and then it turns out that they are, like you're in a grocery store and all of a sudden you're walking down an aisle and somebody's following you, or you're at an amusement park and someone's filming you. In the back of my head, I knew people were looking at me, and often it was true. And it's so hard to explain that to somebody who's never experienced that. But you get this sense of importance. I don't know how to describe it. And I think there is a mental disorder that happens to people that become famous. And I'm not saying that we were famous, but we were recognizable for a period of our lives. I miss it and I don't miss it. Like getting to be completely private and, pull out a wedgie and not worry about somebody behind me is great, right? But like also feeling important, having a purpose, knowing that we're making a change, knowing that people are watching and listening and hearing your voice and hearing your music and all these things. The rise and fall is something so intense, and trying to find the calm and the importance of not being in your 15 minutes. I ran into a fan. It's weird to even say that now. I ran into a fan and she was like, can we FaceTime my sister? And she's a fan too. And I was like, yeah, this is great. I haven't been recognized in forever. The FaceTime comes on and she sees me and she gets really excited and she's like, I still watch your videos. And I was like, I thought only my mom watched them. But this is my life now. And I get to follow this new journey and this new path of breeding cats. And I'm still working on music. I've decided I'm going to work on, secret. I am going to be releasing a 5th album because I can't stop. And it's just gonna be remixes of my old stuff. I'll talk more about that, another time, but I'm still working on lots of projects and I'm in a very happy relationship, and I'm still very close with Chrissy, and I'm maintaining my friendships and trying to stay really healthy. I'm working out all the time, getting fit, trying to be my sexiest, and all these things. And I really am thriving despite there's sadness, and there always will be sadness, and I have to mourn the loss of what my past was and what that was. But who knows? Maybe I'll get another 15 years, or who knows? You never know where life will take you, but it is a really interesting ride, and you just gotta roll with it, right? Ride the rides, ups and lows and highs and lows. Pick your nose. And now I can do that without being, somebody filming me. Anyways, I don't know what made me want to make this video, but I like still checking in with you guys. And I would love to know how you are in the comments. And yeah, the rise and fall of a YouTuber. 15 minutes after the 15 minutes. And yeah, stay close, stay in touch. I want to be close to you. And as always, love unconditionally.